A short while ago, my family commemorated the 1 year since the passing of my father. My father, Professor Jack Abrahamson, was a very, very special man. And he was a professor of surgery. And he studied for many, many years in order to be a doctor. I grew up in his presence, in his home. We all grew up in the light of a very special human who looked at other people as human beings, not like a doctor looking down upon a patient or a client, but humans on this planet that need help. And he has the knowledge and he has the tools and the capability because of many, many years of study and stage and practice. He worked in many hospitals, being the head of the department in most. And growing up, there were many things that I kind of breathed in automatically, not being aware how unique and special they are. When I started dealing with the unseen worlds and energy, he jokingly called me my son, the medicine man. But he had so much respect. We actually worked together out of the same clinic, where his name appeared, Professor Jack Abramson, and like 20 letters. And I was just my name, Natural Healer. Many of the things that are now part of the Abrahamson Center clinics around the world are things that came from him, special values, special care, the way of perceiving others and helping and assisting. And in the early years, when I was starting up work, helping people, doing my therapies, he was always there to assist and help. So, yeah, a year has passed and I miss him very much. But I can definitely say that his ways have continued. You know, a doctor has to swear the Hippocratic oath. And that oath, written by Hippocratic over 2,500 years ago, already has in it these special codes of how to be and how to relate to people, and that you don't treat a person differently if he's rich or poor, or if he's important or an orphan. And this Hippocratic oath is something that over the years has been updated by the Rambam, who was a great scholar and doctor, or by Asaf the doctor. And these different oaths have in them the special attention to the fact that a human is actually godly, that a human being is actually given a spirit and a soul and a body and a mission. And these things were talked about over 2,500 years ago. And these things I grew up with in our home as a child. And these things are part of the Abrahamson Center around the world today. And when I train the new therapists, this is what I transfer onto them. These ways, these thoughts, these perceptions. And you can see it live on. You can see how the people respect the people they meet, how they give them the extra time, the extra care, how they listen. And I'm really happy that I can continue this on from generation to generation. These special codes, this special oath. And you know, one of the things I've done, and I tell the new therapists to do, is to write their own Hippocratic oath, but on their own name, updated. Many of the things haven't changed. Some of the things today are different. But when a person writes their own oath, then they continue on in a very different and special way. And this is something you might want to do. You actually might want to sit down, read the Hippocratic oath, Because it's not just the one sentence, to do no harm, that people remember. There's so much more in there, talking about aspects that are maybe a bit forgotten today, but should be taken into account. So read the Hippocratic Oath, and then think what would be your own. Until next, take care.